Hey everybody, it's Molly. Today we are making old fashioned, or as it says, old country borscht. I have never had borscht before. I've never really had beets before, except I've had pickled beets. So I'm excited to make this. I have no clue if this is authentic or traditional, like these ingredients, I mean. In borscht, I've been watching videos on TikTok of people making it. It seems like there's several different ways to do it. I am excited to try it. I have some substitutions that I've had to have done. For the beef brisket, I'm using chuck tender roast because all the briskets I could find were gigantic and really expensive, and I just didn't feel like going that route. And then for the beets, I'm using a combo of regular beets and golden beets because I was curious. I saw the golden beets and they looked pretty and I wanted to try them. So I think it's going to be good, and hopefully you guys try this and you like it too. So anyways, I will put this recipe down below in the video's description box. You'll have that, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I turn my pot on to medium heat. I'm going to add the water. And it's just 6 cups. And I'll post the recipe for you guys down below in the video's description box, so you'll have that. My sliced beets, and I'm using golden beets and regular beets because that's what my store had. My onion, celery, and carrot. And Dan, these aren't chopped quite right, the right shapes, but I think it'll be fine. And I think bay leaves, let's see. How many bay leaves? 1 bay leaf. So bay leaf. And I need to add the cabbage, but I gotta slice that first. So let me cut up the cabbage real quick. Joke before I forget, my beef. And it called for a pound of brisket, but the only briskets I could find were, oh my god, they were like 18 pounds. They're huge, and they were like $100, and I just did not feel like spending that right now. So this is actually a chuck tender roast. It's a pretty lean cut of beef, and I think it'll be okay. I don't know if this recipe is traditional or authentic, so if any of you are familiar with this borscht, please let me know. This is the first time I've ever made it. I've never even had it before, so we'll see how it goes. Let me get the cabbage. I'm back. Okay, I forgot I need to add a tablespoon of salt, so I'm just going to estimate that. And then, so this is only 6 cups of water, and I know the cabbage will cook down, but I don't know. So we cooked this covered for about 2 hours, and then we will continue on. Oh my god, I don't think this is enough water. And you're supposed to do this part early in the day or the day before. Everything that I've been seeing and reading about borscht, everybody says it's better the next day. But we're eating this tonight, and I think it'll be okay. Okay, so we want to simmer covered for 2 hours. Let me go get the lid. All right, we'll check on this in a little bit. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Let's take a look. And it's cooked down quite a bit. So it says just to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, which is 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and I'm just using apple cider vinegar because that's what I can reach. A little bit of sugar, some more salt, and some tomato paste. Where's the cap? Oh. So I'm almost out of salt. And then before you serve this, you'll have to season it to taste. Ugh. I think it's going to be just about this whole tube of tomato paste. Oh, and the rest of and then the grated beets, which I need to go grab out of the refrigerator. It smells good. It smells very earthy, which is kind of what I expected from having so many beets in here. Oops, what am I doing? And again, this is a mixture of golden and regular beets. Because that's what my store had. Okay, this is... Sorry, my phone rang. Okay, and a little bit of sugar. I should have used a bigger pot. Use a big pot for this if you make this. Now it's starting to look like the borscht that I've seen with that beautiful ruby red color. And I think I'm going to cook it a little bit longer because this beef still needs to break down. And the recipe doesn't say anything about shredding the beef, but I want smaller pieces, so maybe I'll fish these out and cut them up. I don't know. I'm just going to let it go. I might taste it. Oh! That's actually really good. You know, it smells really earthy, and I was kind of worried that it would taste really earthy, but it doesn't at all. It tastes very, very vegetable-y, I guess that's the best way I can say it. It tastes like beets, but it's not an earthy taste. Kind of an earthy taste, but not very strong. So that's actually really exciting. I'm excited about this. Okay, what else do I need to add? Okay, it says simmer, covered for 15 to 20 minutes. I might let it go a little bit more to break down that beef more. I'm going to try, because I don't think my heat was up high enough. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. I've been getting a lot of, let me turn the camera on me. I've been getting a lot of, good lord, I would have been hot in the 1500s. I've been getting a lot of borscht videos on TikTok, and I don't know if I'm even saying that right. And I thought, let me flip my camera around here. So this is the recipe we're doing. I thought it was spelled with a T. I thought there was a T in there. At least I could have sworn I've seen it like that. Maybe those are two different recipes. I don't know. But, yeah, I'll see you guys when this is done, when that beef is broken down. I want that beef to break down into smaller and to be more tender. So I'll see you guys when that's done. So I just put that back on the stove to cook, and I thought, what the hell, I'll show you guys what else we're having for dinner. So I got this, let me pull it out, this pork, if you can see that. It's a rib roast, French, bone-in French pork loin roast. I've never cooked one of these before, but it was on clearance for $11.74, and so I bought it and threw it in the freezer, and now we're having it. It's Sunday, so I'm having my mom over for Sunday dinner. And then I'm making a low-calorie, high-protein chocolate cake. Well, I made the cake. This is the low-calorie, high-protein chocolate frosting. My husband, Dan, is a bodybuilder. In case you don't know, when you're new here, my husband, Dan, who's out in the garage doing work, is a bodybuilder. And he is in his cut cycle right now. So he's trying to lose weight to get ready for his upcoming competitions. So I'm trying to make healthier stuff, you know. Borscht, pretty healthy. This cake is a nice treat. It's like 200 calories per serving, 20 grams of protein. So we try to eat low calorie, high protein, which can be kind of challenging with some of these older recipes. But yeah, so that's what we're having for dinner. And then I'm going to cook green beans, and I bought, oh shoot, this baguette. So we'll have some of that. But yeah, that's dinner. So what are you guys having for dinner? And it's Western Washington, and it's kind of a sunny day. You can see some blue sky. And for being January in Western Washington, that's pretty dang impressive. And that's my chicken coop. All right, so I'll see you guys when this borscht is done. Okay, so I fished the meat out of the soup, and I'm just kind of shredded it up a little bit. I'm gonna put it back in. So let me do that. Okay. This isn't all the beef. A lot of it already shredded up and is in there. Now, the recipe says to cool this completely, put it back in the fridge, and then once it's cooled, skim off any fat, then bring it up to a simmer before you serve it, and then you serve it with sour cream on top. But I'm serving this in like 2 hours, so I'm not gonna do that step. I'm just gonna leave it on the stove. And then let's see if Dan wants to taste it, and then he can give us his opinion. Let me taste it for seasoning. Here's a separate spoon. I don't think it needs anything. Yeah, I don't think it needs any salt or anything. All right, let's have Dan taste this.
So what kind of slop do you have here?
Okay, Dan, this is Old Country Borsch. It's a beet soup or stew.
Beet stew?
Or soup. And there's beef in it. Do you think it needs any seasoning?
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, what do you think? I've never really
No, it's really good.
Does it?
What?
How would you describe the flavor?
Tastes like beef?
And beets.
Yeah. A lot of beets.
Earthy. It's delicious.
A lot of beets.
I'm surprised. It's kind of simple, but it's really good. I only gave him a little tiny bowl. I'm going to freeze. The recipe also gives instructions on how to freeze this, so I'm going to be freezing a lot of it because that's a huge portion of soup. Do you like it? Oh, I'm glad.
I'm hungry.
Oh, well, eat up. All right, so this recipe comes from this cookbook, the Good Housekeeping Cook Book. This is from 1963. So again, like I said earlier, I have no idea. Oh, family weight watching. Oh, we need to go to that section. Anyways, I have no idea if this is authentic. Never had borscht before. Dan, have you ever had it before?
No.
No.
It's good though.
Pose to the camera, baby. I told him about your bodybuilding.
No.
Oh.
I'm small right now.
Okay, well, never mind. Anyways, do you want to get a picture of me? I should probably taste it. Okay. I want to try it. You always taste test everything. I want to try it. It's boiling hot soup. Again, I just took a tiny little amount. House is a disaster right now.
Taste it, baby.
Oh, look who's outside. Neighbor's cat finally showed up. Alright, let me just grab a chunk of beef. Yeah. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could use more salt.
You have a lot more refined taste than I do. So
I'm savoring the flavors. Just a little bit more salt, but it's good. It has a lot of vegetables, so put my hand down, Dan. It's like, put your hand down. Am I T-Rexing it?
yeah, it's weird.
It's delicious. Yeah, we'll be freezing a bunch of this. Maybe I'll send some home with Mom.
She won't eat it.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you leave me feedback, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.
Later, bro.
Do you know how to stop the camera? The red button. Red button. Red button.